Hi, I'm Randy Williams. I'm a proud member of Keiretsu Forum, but I'm also the founder and CEO of this great organization. We've grown to 52 locations around the world. Also, I am the general partner of Keiretsu Capital, which is an organization that's grown over 200 limited partners, and we're a happy investor at Touchjet. And the third hat I'm wearing, I'm also a personal investor in Touchjet.
Hi, I'm Ed Lee. I'm an investor in Touchjet. I'm an entrepreneur by myself. I started my own company back in the 80s and been pretty blessed with a fair amount of success. And I went to school in Minnesota back in the 70s. I was an engineer by training, and I was just thrilled to have this opportunity to be part of the team.
My name is Michael Sibley. I'm an analyst with Touchjet.
I'm Catherine Wu. I'm the Sales and Marketing Operations Director at Touchjet.
I'm Helen Thomas. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Touchjet. The innovation of Touchjet really started back in 2009. If you remember, that's right after iPad hit the world. And the whole idea of Touchjet is to transform much bigger services into touchscreen interactive media. And it took tremendous effort to develop an algorithm that worked with optical technology, meaning that instead of building tens and 20,000 or very expensive hardware touchscreens, we could give you the virtual touchscreen experience just like you're touching it and you're interacting with it on a much, much bigger surface, meaning like 80-inch large of the wall or whiteboard or a 65-inch flat television. It became the biggest iPad you could get. The innovation and R&D really got started as with this big idea back in 2009. By 2014, the company had a first Indiegogo crowdfunding. And by surprise, a little tiny projector called the Touch Pico got very good responses from early adopters from around the world. And we launched the second Indiegogo crowdfunding. It's called Touchjet Wave. And the Wave does is to transform billions, I'm saying billions, of flat screen televisions out there and make them an interactive giant tablet at the $299 price point. And it was a tremendous journey. Interestingly, in the first 24 hours, we got 2,000 backers from all over the world. So that gave us the first validation. This is a concept that people will be interested in. And sure enough, a month later, so we launched the campaign on August 12th. On September 12th, Apple TV 3 came out. And Tim Cook said, the future of TV is all about apps. And we actually made a video, a tiny video, by saying, yeah, so look at this. Touchjet Wave is smarter than Apple TV and much, much bigger than iPad. And we really bootstrapped the company utilizing the crowdfunding funding as well as some seed funding to develop this tremendous technology into a mass production product. This is a tremendous journey as to take the responsibilities and take the risks on personal level and devote ourselves to build this venture. And when we now talk with investors such as Keiretsu Forum angel investors and strategic investors, institutional investors down the road, I think the credibility and the commitment and a concept and product already tested and is already in the market should carry tremendous value.
This year has been an amazing journey with Keiretsu Forum. Not only did they do our due diligence and screening, but we've had the opportunity to present to their members for capital, resources, and mind share. Right before the holidays, we launched on Amazon, and we are now in 9 retail outlets across the US. Even though consumer is not our main focus, we've been getting lots of traction with enterprises, education, school districts, so it's been an amazing year.
So Touchjet's main competitive advantage is both its price point and its open source nature. It is a platform that allows people to integrate with their schools and businesses what they already use. We don't have a closed play space like Apple. We don't have a restrictive price point that requires people to fork over $10,000. We have just a $300 device that you can put in an entire office in every room and have it be as ubiquitous as that speaker in the middle of the table. We're aware of our competitors like the Cisco SparkBoard, Google Jamboard, Microsoft Surface Hub, both Ubi and Muv Interactive, but we really think that Touchjet can completely take over that space and find our niche and expand outward. Get in the first test models and then take over the entire building.
A little bit of my background, I started my career at Leapfrog, which is one of the biggest educational technology company in the world. LeapPad was really the iPad before iPad, and we had 78% household penetration in North America because we did one thing. We taught children how to read when they are between 4 and 8 years old. And from there, I really developed team and the talent that it could take technology to market. From Leapfrog, I went to LiveScribe, and we built a $50 million business with Smart Pen and Smart Paper. It's also a multimedia platform. So with Touchjet, I think first and foremost is our R&D is really strong. Our engineers, my co-founder, has a very strong development background. And this is not by like army of engineers in any way. It's really about a very focused development, and it took time. And we are the only one who has that patent and algorithm and a trade secret to bring this to mass production. So from R&D to design to manufacturing, we're very, very strong. And with the fundraising, we're bringing in the sales and marketing team that I have worked with, and we have a track record to build this as a global expansion. So, Robert Gutierrez, who has been working with me with Best Buy and other accounts in the US, and Holly DeLeon is a very strong education sales executive. She started the Leapfrog Schoolhouse, and she worked at LiveScribe as well. So we do have history and the track record to bring Touchjet to the whole new level. As we all know, the large interactive display is going to drive the growth.
Before I joined Touchjet, I had the opportunity to touch its first product, the Touchjet Palm Projector. Helen, our CEO, sent it over. She says, "Catherine, test out this product." And I tested it with my kids, and we loved it. There was no user manual, it was still a prototype, and it was fantastic. We turned a wall into a giant tablet, like a giant iPad, and the kids were playing games, we were reading books, so it was wonderful.
I look at this as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to participate in something that will really change the way how people work, because the Touchjet presents a chance where this is a unique tool, and I can see or visualize that one of these days, every whiteboard, every TV in the world will be equipped with such a product where people can work together remotely, and I can see tons of application that this product will excel.
So we really see success coming through getting a foot in the door, really, getting those test units out to school districts, to companies, to large resellers, value-added resellers. We're already in Amazon and Best Buy, and having a place where people can go to actually see the product. We're in beta stores where we can have investors, we can have customers, we can have potential education markets go in, interact with the device, and then once they have that, they can look at the price point and say, I can have that in every room. My school district can afford this.
So 2018 is a year of growth for us. We're looking at $3.5 million revenue. The next tranche is actually very, very important for us to carry on the momentum in terms of sales and distribution. We're working with distributors, value-added resellers to be more focused on the B2B and the education sector, where we are receiving tremendous inquiries, like MIT just placed their purchase order, and who have thought about that? And R&D will help us to develop Touchjet Pro. I'm not going to say too much about the features, but this is very important development.
Touchjet wants to take over all the TVs, whiteboards in every single meeting room and classroom, not only here in the US, but worldwide. Here in the US, there are 6 million meeting rooms and 5 million classrooms, just here in the US.
So we have identified the market size for flat panel displays to be $126 billion by 2022. In addition, in both the business and education verticals, we've identified that integrated flat panel displays are growing by 18% CAGR from 2017 to 2022.
Coming into investment and joining Touchjet right now is a very favorable term. And we are seeing it almost like family and friends as to get us officially started as Touchjet USA Inc. And this is a new co in the United States, and this is the first round of fundraising as part of Series A. So we're very excited for every one of you as an investor to come in. The impact you are making is really lifting the company from a development and a test marketing stage to a mass production and growth and business development. And I think the sky is the limit, as you can imagine how many televisions and how many screens are out there that are waiting for this technology, and nobody is going to spend $20,000, $10,000. You know, we are the disruptor in this space with the interaction that the people desire. And it will be part of the work, part of education, part of life. So the impact is both on the business side as well as philosophically. I think this is a journey that I am devoting myself to, and I love to have very smart, very intelligent, and very decisive investors to be part of us. And I really appreciate your time and looking at Touchjet and getting to know us as a team, as innovators, as entrepreneurs, as early adopters and early investors. And once again, I really hope that you will join us on this journey, because Touchjet is going to go far and go all the way to bring people together around the world.